Good morning, Mama T here. I'm going to get ready for work again. Before I do, I'm going to put on some Grace and Stella Depuffing Eye Elixir Do It All. I've had this in my bathroom and half the time I forget to use it, so it's supposed to help with your puffiness under your eyes. I did an eye mask yesterday I had gotten at Dollar Tree. You get like 30 in a little jar for $1.25. I think it was, yeah, $1.25. So anyway, that I had ordered, I think, off of Amazon, that Grace and Stella stuff. So you can see it's kind of wet, but that'll all soak in while I'm getting other stuff done. I'm going to grab my Milani under eyeshadow primer and put some of that on. Oliver wouldn't come in here once again. That boy. He jumps in his bed. Like I say, he goes out and uses the bathroom and comes back in and gets in his bed, and that's it for him. You won't see him for a while. Well, you see him, but you'll see him laying there in his bed. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, I might put a little bit too much of that stuff on, huh? Let me grab a wipe over here. This pack's just about gone, which makes it even harder to get them out. Oops. Yeah, and I just took out 2. And that's the end of them. And there's no way I'm getting that back in there, so that's done for. I'll just use 2 of them today. That's all right. I got another pack. And now that I'm going to get that pack out, I need to get another pack. You know, I got to have a backup. Okay. There we go. I want to put on my under eye brightener, but I'm afraid that's still too wet. Okay, let's go ahead and put on some primer. The past couple days I've been using this little sample of e.l.f. Power Grip primer plus 4% niacinamide. I really like it. It's really sticky, but it seems, the makeup seems to go on really well over it. And of course it lasts all day. But you know, I do use my L'Oreal Infallible Setting Sprays, which I credit for that. But anyway, I'm going to use that again today. This right here. Well, yeah, that too. But then it's so sticky you can't hardly, it's like your hands will stick to your face. Wow, but it works. Good thing I got 2 wipes, isn't it? I'm probably going to need them. Okay. But I like it. I'll probably order some of that, you know. I've got all these others I need to finish. And by then I'll forget which one it was. Yeah. So maybe I can go back and watch this video and see which one it was. There we go. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to go ahead and put on some Catrice Under Eye Brightener. And the reason I go ahead and do this is because if I don't, I will forget. The past couple days I've been forgetting to put my setting spray. I mean, while I'm filming it, I know on one of them I had to come back on and say, okay, yeah, I'm doing this. Because I do it. It's just sometimes I don't do it on camera. I forget, and then I have to do it off camera. Okay, so there's that. It is, I got me a new clock. I got me a new clock. Let me just show you my clock. There's my new clock. I got to go up above my vanity. As you see, it's 6:14 in the morning. So I thought that was really pretty. And I think it was like $8.99 or something like that on Amazon. I wish it was a little bit bigger, but you know, that's all right. I'm just going to glance at it in the mornings anyway. But it's way up there up above my vanity. My husband put it up there for me. Okay, so we're ready for some eyeshadow. And I have on this top, and I couldn't decide which palette to use. So I have 2 of them left. I have my Natasha Denona Retro Glam palette. It has these colors. And then I also thought this Essence, the Rose Edition palette would go good with this blouse. Probably this one. Yeah, I think I may use this one. So this is Essence, the Rose Edition. I'll put that Natasha Denona back up. I laid them both there last night because I couldn't decide. Oh gosh, looks like my eyeshadow brushes still have green on them. I thought I cleaned that off. It must not have came out. Oh well, it'll be all right. It's gonna be anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna start first in this one right here, the second one. The second one, put that all over my eyelid. It's been a while since I've used this palette. I try to switch around and use different ones. And this one, yeah, being Essence, it would have been very inexpensive. So there's that. Then I'm going to use, I think I'll try some of this one right here. I shouldn't use that brush. Let me change brushes. And I'm going to use an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush and go into that one right there. We'll see how that does. Yeah, shiny. That's all right. I don't feel very shiny, but you know, my eyes will be. You know, some days you just don't feel shiny. Other days you do. I'll get some of that on there. That's a pretty color, isn't it? Of course, I don't know what the colors are. And I don't know. I should have looked up. Well, I didn't know I was going to use this, or I would have looked up how much I paid for it, but I'm sure it wasn't very much. There. Okay, and then I'm going to take a different brush and go into this one right here that's just a little bit darker. This is an e.l.f. smudge brush. I'm going to go right here in the corner. Show up a little bit, not a whole lot. Yeah, that's good. I probably should have used that all over. Or used it over there where I used that shiny one. Oh well, I'll just put some over top of it. How about that? There we go. Yeah, that'll work. Now I'll put some of that shiny one on my lid. It's not going to show up very much. That's all right. Yeah, there it did. I guess if the light hits it, it does. Okay. Not sure I got enough on. Looks like I need some more right over here on this one that I have trouble with. And then I'm gonna blend it. I'll put some light color up at the very top. Go back to that second color that I used there. Put some back up under here. Oop. Then I'm going to take a different brush and kind of blend it in a little bit. So there. There, I think that goes pretty well with my shirt. So again, that was the Essence The Rose Edition eyeshadow palette. Take a drink of coffee. Gosh, I don't have my lid on straight. I better fix that. You know me, I'll be making a big mess. So there. Okay, so there's that. Next we're going to do our eyebrows. Let's see, where is my eyebrow pencil? All right, grab the e.l.f. one, so that's what we're going to use today. Whichever one I grab, that's what I use. So let's put that on. But I really do like that Maybelline. I'm actually starting to like it better than the e.l.f. And I have 2 more e.l.f. to use, so I guess I better be using up this e.l.f., hadn't I? I think this one's getting down pretty low, too. Which is okay. Let's see. Let's check it. Nope. Still got a lot there. Okay. Ooh, needs to be wiped off. I don't know, it feels like it's wobbling around in there. That's why I thought it might be getting low. But it's lasting longer because I've been using the Maybelline also. Okay, so there's that. I don't know, it just seems like that Maybelline one works better. Yikes. Okay. I better roll that back down some, put the ends back on that. Then I'll take my little e.l.f. Wow Brow to put over that, and that'll give it a little more color. And this stuff's, well, I think when I ordered this one, I think it was like $4. I don't know now, you know, because e.l.f. has raised their prices. Just like everywhere else. Everything keeps going up and up. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to go ahead and go over it with this NYX Stick It, and that way it'll kind of lay them down because I don't have my e.l.f. brow lift out here. It's stuck in a drawer, and I don't feel like digging it out today. This will do the job, though. There. I think that's enough with them eyebrows, don't you? Okay, I'm going to grab my eyelash curler over here. Curl my eyelashes a little bit. It's pretty chilly here, and they're still... It's Wednesday for me. I'm not sure you'll see this Thursday or Friday. I'm not sure, but they're still saying that tomorrow on Thursday it's going to be really cold. Like the high is going to be 34, something like that's the high for the day. And one day they'll say there's a chance of a snow flurry, and the next day they'll say no, it's not. So I'm just going to say it's not. Because, you know, I get my hopes up, and then of course it won't do it. But I'll sure let you know if it does. Okay, so there's that. Let's see, what mascara? Let's use our Thrive Cosmetics today. Liquid Lash Extensions, it's called. Put some of that on here. I hope I'm not forgetting anything so far. I feel like I am, but I guess I'm not. I see I've got a bunch of eyeshadow on here. Get that off. Excuse me. Keep putting that mascara on. Goodness, let me take another drink of coffee. There, got the lid on better. This little cup here is one you just, the lid don't screw on, it just goes on there. I have another that my friend Lacey gave me, and that one screws on. So, you know, it's funny, they're both Yetis, but they do different things. I actually have two Yetis that she sent me, I think for my birthday, different years. Excuse me. And then this one here I use in the morning. Well, I say in the mornings, but in the morning here at home. The other one, I take one of those I was just talking about to work. The other one is much larger, and I take it to church on Sunday mornings with iced coffee. Excuse me. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm trying to make sure I don't forget anything. Okay, for concealer, I've got this little Tarte sitting here. Might as well keep using it. Creaseless Creamy. Yeah, Creaseless Creamy. Like I say, I really like this and would like to have some, but I haven't been able to find a good sale on it. But I will eventually. You know I will. I'll keep watching it, and I'll eventually get me some. I don't know how much longer this little thing's gonna last. I should have measured that. I bet it's what, maybe, when you look at the part that's actually got the product in it, it's what, maybe 2 or 3 inches? I don't know. I shouldn't even say that. I don't know. I can't tell by looking at stuff. Okay, here we go. Spread that around up under the eye. Over here. I don't know what I was doing there. Why did I put that swap up there? I don't know. I just felt like it. Okay. I put way too much down here, but you know, we'll get it all blended around. It'll be all right. I really like this concealer though, and it doesn't seem to, you know, cake up in your wrinkles too bad. Ow. Yep. Sponge in the eye. Don't feel too good. Okay, so there's that. I decided today for my foundation, I'm going to use this LA Color Skin Tint. You know, and I don't know, are skin tints made for the summer? Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter to me. I'm going to use it anyway. Take my foundation brush, get some of that on. I really like this stuff. It was the first skin tint I'd ever used. I think I have another. Well, I have a Wet n Wild tinted hydrator, which you know is pretty much the same thing. But I mean, it works just like foundation, so why not use it when you want to? You know me, that's what I'll do. I'll get that all spread all around, and I didn't get nowhere near enough out. It's got a little bit of a glow to it. Natural looking finish with hyaluronic acid. I got it all over the lid. Let me squirt out a little bit more. I'm trying not to squirt too much because then I'll have too much. I'll see if I can tell what color this is. That's a pretty good color for my skin too. Get up in there in the hairline. I'm so bad to miss that. I don't have a white streak. Okay. There. Okay, so let's see if I can see a color on here. Yes, CLM 415 Natural is the color. And I don't remember where I got that one, but it's LA Colors, but it did not come from Dollar Tree because I can't ever find anything like that at my Dollar Tree. So it's either, must have been CVS. Yep, I'm sure it was. Okay, so there's that. Let's set those under eyes a little bit. What powder? I got my Essence Flawless Trio setting here, so I'll just go ahead and use it. Used Essence eyeshadow, might as well. I'll sit under my eye with one of these little powder puffs. Well, they're not little, that my daughter gave me. I really like these. They are really soft. A lot softer than the other ones I have. Okay. Take my powder brush, my big one. I'm probably gonna have to get some more out. I didn't put very much, but we'll see. Yeah, it's not gonna be enough. And this is, I think this is the peach color I'm using. I should turn it around and get different colors, but you know, I didn't. Sometimes I will, but not usually. Usually whatever it's on, that's what I get. Well, there for a while, all I got was pink because it just poured out everywhere. And so I had to use all that up. There. Okay. I really like that powder. I mean, you can tell it's that blurring effect they talk about, and I think it does. I can tell it's in my mirror, and I can also, when I watch my videos, I can tell it. 6:30, time for my grandson to get up. I hear my husband talking to my grandson. And it's time to get up. You know, I was thinking, you would think they have Chromebooks that they carry back and forth to school every day. And I was thinking that it'd be good if they did a remote day tomorrow and Friday, since it's going to be so cold, because the kids will have to stand out. You know, some kids will have to stand out to catch the bus. That's just too cold. I'm going to use my L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray. I remember. Oh, wait. You know what I did forget? You're probably sitting there yelling at the screen, hey, you didn't put on any bronzer or blush. Oh, well, I got this Maybelline City Bronzer setting here. I'm just going to go ahead and use it. 200 must be the color. Yes, I have my glasses. I actually have 2 pair of glasses laying right there. Did I pick them up and use them? No. Okay, so we're going to go into this. I like this bronzer, contour. I think I like the Physicians Formula a little bit better. But this works. That's what we're using today. Okay, that's enough of that. And then I have sitting here a Wet n Wild Hello Halo blush lighter. Combination blush highlighter. Hello Halo. I don't know. I don't know the color. So I never used it. Got it. I never used it. So I'm going to go over here on the blush side. Use some of that. Can't believe I almost forgot this. Y'all are probably yelling at your screen saying, hey, you forgot. I don't know. Is that showing up? Not a whole lot. That's good enough. That'll do. I'm not going to use the, well, okay. I'll use a little bit. I've used a little bit of this. Let's see if that's shiny. Not much though. Okay. So now we're ready for our setting spray. Okay. So there's that. I'm going to do my hair and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's my finished look for today. I added some Tarte Maracura, I'm sure I'm not saying that right, Juicy Lip Plump. And this is one they had that has a little cup of coffee on it. And then I have one that has a little donut on it. So that's it for today. We'll see you next time.